In today's video, we're going to be listening to The Bends by Radiohead for the very first time live. I actually streamed this first listening session live on Twitch, so if you guys want to be present for my next live stream, you know what you got to do. All you got to do is click the link in the description, click the link in the comment section, come follow your boy on Twitch. Now, I did run into some issues when editing this video. Some of the footage was actually corrupted, and I did lose some footage, and it kind of sucks because some of my favorite songs, I lost my initial reactions to those songs. One of those songs being Nice Dream. I'm sorry guys, but this is why you need to follow me on Twitch so you can see my live unedited reactions for the first time. But enough talk. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm sorry for the footage that was lost. And let me know what album I should listen to next. Alright, track one on this bitch. Track one on The Bends by Radiohead. Planet Telex. Let's stop in. Yeah, nah, she like it. I like it. I like it. That face, I tend to make that feel. Let me play this out. Yeah, that face I tend to make is whenever I listen to a Radiohead album because I'm like, okay, what to expect? That song was cool. It definitely was on the level of like a 15 step. Come on now. One lyric is sticking out to me in that, and it says, "You can force it, but it will not come." I like that lyric. That could apply to lots of different things. This is rock though. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting rock. I'm not the type of nigga that would listen to rock willingly, but I've definitely listened to rock through Radiohead, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of fuck with this. This is a different genre of music, but the way that they approach it, I could actually vibe with this. So that wasn't bad. Planet Telex, that was the first song. It wasn't amazing. It didn't capture me like, whoa, what the fuck is this? But it was vibey. It was vibey. His vocals were good. One thing I want to say about this album real quick though is that the album cover to me is very unique. It kind of makes you want to listen and see what the fuck them talking about based on just the album cover and the picture of the man. He going like that, like that shit to me is kind of tough, low key. All right, track 2, title track, The Bends. The album artist Gas. How do I say your name? Oh, I wasn't ready. Rock. Okay.
Where do we go from here? The words are coming out. Oh, wait, where are you now? When I need you, alone thicker. I need to wash myself again to hide all the dirt and pain, 'cause I'd be scared that there's nothing underneath. Waiting for something to happen. I wish it was the 60s, I wish we could be happy. I wish that something would happen. Where do I go from here? The planet is a Gundam, the sea of fear. And where I am, brought in the CIA, the tanks and the Humvees to blow me away. Talking to my girlfriend, waiting for something to happen. I wish it was the 60s, I wish we could be happy. I wish that something would. Where do we go from here? The words are coming out all weird. Where are you now? When I need you.
Okay, so I just realized that this is the first album I think in a minute that I'm listening to without Genius lyrics up. So I really don't know what the fuck he say. All I heard was my baby's got the bends. This is rock. This is rock. Music is a subjective thing. It's not really objective, right? So I can't sit up here and be like, this is objectively a good song. However, relation that I have, Apple Music does have lyrics, but I'm on my PC listening to it, so I'm not sure. Can you get lyrics on your PC? I've never done that before. Oh, big brain. All right, I'll do that. But yeah, music is a subjective thing, right? So because I'm a type of nigga where, for me to really enjoy a rock album, it would have to be a different take on it, similar to what they did honestly in Rainbows and even OK Computer. Like, that was rock, but to me, because there were so many different elements of like honestly in Rainbows had alternative indie, there were R&B elements on Nude. There were lots of different elements, and it wasn't just like a straight up rock album. So I was like, "Ooh, I kind of fuck with. I like this fusion of genres going on here. This is really just rock, right?" So I'm kind of easing into it. It's not bad. I like the drum patterns that were going on in here. Again, I don't really know what the fuck he was talking about because I wasn't tapped into the lyrics, but it definitely gives me like a 1995 vibe. Track 3 of The Bends, High and Dry. This song is 4 minutes and 17 seconds. So far, I would say we kind of 2 for 2, but we're not high 2 for 2. We 2 for 2, but we're not 2 for 2. All right, track 3, High and Dry. I have high hopes for this one because that drum pattern that came in there was nice. Doom, 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 doom. I fuck with that.
Jumps in a week, bet you think that's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching all the ground beneath you drop. You kill yourself for recognition, kill yourself to never ever stop.
It's my favorite one so far. I like music. I like the musicianship on this one. I like the drum pattern. I like the little guitar, but I also like the lyrics on this one. I'm gonna assume that he's talking about himself. You'd kill yourself for you'd kill yourself for recognition. Kill yourself to never ever stop. You broke another mirror. You're turning into something you're not. Don't leave me high and dry. He's talking about himself. I fuck with it. I fuck with this one actually.
Drying up in conversation, you'll be the one. cannot talk. All your insides fall to pieces. You just sit there wishing you could still make love. They're the ones who hate you when you think you got the world all so stars. They're the ones who spit at you. You will be the one screaming out. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry.
This is the type of song I would hear in a 2009 anime edit on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would see this in a Naruto edit from 2009, like a Shippuden edit. Maybe like it's like a fan cam of Sasuke, and Sasuke just there like, I like it though because it's nostalgic.
Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me
Don't leave me high, nigga. Don't leave me dry with it. Don't leave me high. Think about
Don't leave me dry.
Ooh, that was nice. That's a nice song. I can't really not like that song. That's a vibey song. But my question is there a place on my rotation, on my playlist for that song? I think there could potentially be. I can listen to that. It just have to be like a different setting than I usually am in. So it could be like, ooh, different environment, different song. But that's a vibe. Alright, that was cool. So far, I would say we 3 for 3. This is my favorite song so far. The first two were nice. They were alright. But that was more like heavy rock vibes. And I'm not a rock nigga, but it was okay. But this one is my favorite so far. Alright, track 4. Fake Plastic Trees. I'm excited for this song because this was a song that everybody was telling me is like the best song on this album. Alright, track 4, Fake Plastic Trees.
The green plastic watering can for a fake Chinese rubber plant and a fake plastic girl that you bought from a rubber man in a town full of rubber plants to get rid of itself. The words around.
Come on, chord progression. Come on, chord progression.
She lives with a broken mind, a crackpot of styrene man who just crumbles.
I like that. I like that look.
Used to do surgery for girls in the 80s, but gravity was when and the words are the words are
Alright, this is the best song so far. I love his vocals on this song. When he's like, plastic trees. That shit is nice. With Radiohead, I'd always need to look at the lyrics because it could be interpreted in so many different ways. A green plastic watering can for a fake Chinese rubber plant in the fake plastic earth that she bought from a rubber man. In a town full of rubber plants to get rid of itself, it wears her out. What? Is he talking about like the fakeness of her life? Like she's living in a situation that she doesn't want to be in, it all seems fake to her? Yeah, I feel like he's probably talking about if it's wearing her out, that means she's sick of, I don't want to say the monotony, but the fakeness, because it's called fake plastic trees, right? Living in like a picket fence house that she doesn't really like, and she's playing that role. She's living in this town, but she's like, this is not me. This is fake. All right, track 5, Bones. Track 5 on the Bends, Bones. Radiohead tends to do that a lot in the production where like I don't even know what you'd call that, but there's always like distortion going on in either a left pan or a right pan, and you could hear it right here. But, you know? That sounds like an electric guitar too. Or it's a bass guitar. I heard that. Yeah, bass do know what. Then the electric guitar just fading away. Alright. How do I feel about that song? It felt like a typical rock song. The bass was doing its work on that one. Like the bass chords I was doing in the background was nice. The vocals were very rock. It was alright. Not my favorite Radiohead song. I won't say it's my favorite Radiohead song. But again, this was like very rock. It was very rock. I think I'm gonna need more time with this one. The band's focus is a lot more on rock band dynamics and the feeling of playing for a big stadium when compared to the other albums. The band feels very sappy, but in a very good way, in my opinion. Yeah, I could definitely hear the rock dynamics. It almost, yeah, it does sound like it's meant to be played in a stadium. Like the song is meant to travel. It doesn't sound like it's meant to be, not like it's not meant to be listened to with headphones, but I mean, the album like I keep referencing In Rainbows, and I feel like Radiohead fans, when I post this video, are gonna be mad with me. But In Rainbows to me was meant to be listened to with headphones. The pans that were taking place, the different time signatures that were taking place, it almost felt like you were supposed to really sit down and listen to the music by yourself. This album feels like it's more meant to be listening to a concert. It's more like a concert experience album, if that makes sense. What's your favorite Radiohead song? My favorite Radiohead song is it's between Nude from In Rainbows and How to Disappear Completely from Kiddy. It just depends on my mood. But those two are up there for me. Track 6, Nice Dream. I love those chords. So I have high hopes. I have high hopes. Alright, so this is where I lost some of the footage for this song. And I'm actually so pissed because this song was so good. But I really like this song, especially in the hook when he was like, nice dream. Nice dream. Especially in that part, like the chord progressions that were taking place with that guitar in the background. So I love this song. I'm so mad that this song was cut, but this was my favorite song up to this point. Nice Dream, 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. Yeah. Favorite song so far. Favorite song so far. I don't really know exactly what he was talking about, but because he said there were a lyric when he said, now come home, and the song is called Nice Dream. I kind of feel like whoever this nigga was talking about, he's almost expressing the sense of like a time or environment or a situation that was like ideal to him or ideal to somebody else. I'm not really sure what perspective he's talking about, third person, first person. But when he says now come home, he's saying, all right, that's a dream. That's enough. Come home. Come back to reality. This is a dream. This is not real, you know? Musically, this was my favorite song. From the time those chords came in, those guitar chords that he was strumming, from the time that came in, it was nice. And then the kind of ethereal, I'm not sure what instrument that is, but you also hear it right here on the outro. Yeah, like that kind of alien. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it adds to the sense of, oh, this is a fantasy. This is not reality. You know what I mean? All right, track 7, Just.
Can't get the stink out. He's been hanging around for days. Comes like a comet. Suck at you, but not your friends. And then he'll get to you and teach you how to be a holy cow. You do it to yourself, you do. And that's why Radiohead says you do it to yourself, just you. You and no one else, you do it to yourself.
Just was also Just Corrupted, so I didn't get to show you guys my full reaction. Just was a cool song. It was my favorite song from this album, and it also definitely wasn't my favorite Radiohead song. It definitely gave me like a typical rock song from Radiohead. It was catchy. It definitely sounded like a 1995 song, so it was alright, but it definitely wasn't my favorite. I also lost all my footage listening to Iron Lung, which I'm also pissed about because somebody in chat told me that Iron Lung pretty much was referencing Creep as their biggest song, and they kind of saw Creep as their Iron Lung, meaning that it was a strong source of sustenance for them. Like, that song gave them life. That song kind of made their band as big as it is, but it also kind of limited them and restricted them because everyone kind of expected that type of music. And of course, we know Radiohead, they wanted to experiment with different types of songs and different types of genres and infuse different aspects of music into their albums, right? So I actually had a lot to say about Iron Lung, but that was also a really good song. All right, let's go into the next song, which I think now is Bulletproof. And Bulletproof was... Whoa. I kind of like this one.
Superior body to take a shot that filled a hole in me. I could buy surrogate. Bulletproof.
shit. I was in a little trance. That was track 9, Bulletproof. Wish I was. Messaging on that song was simple, you know. I wish I was bulletproof. You all do, right? But the part when he went into the hook on that song and he went into that little falsetto voice, bulletproof. Yeah. Yeah, and then the guitar in the background, the dum, the dum, the dum, the dum. Yeah. I like when they brought in that guitar to accompany his vocals right there. That was nice. I feel like Radiohead, whenever they do these stripped back songs, that's when I actually like them the most. Cause my favorite song from them is Nude, as well as kind of how to disappear completely. But like any song where they are stripped back and it's just Tom York's vocals and like a soft guitar, soft, everything is more stripped back. That's the type of music that I tend to prefer from them, you know. So I think that's actually up there for me on this album. So I like Bulletproof, I Wish I Was. Nice Dream was really good. Fake Plastic Trees was good. And I think I really liked High and Dry as well. And all of those songs were stripped back songs. Those weren't the rock heavy influence songs, which is interesting. Alright, track 10, Black Star. The melody on this one. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I do like the melody on this song, though. The melody on this one was really nice. I just realized when he says black star, does he mean black hole? Or am I tripping? Because a black star is a black hole, right? I actually like this one. Great vocals on there. Classic Radiohead ending to our song too. I like this one. I like the vocals on this one. It started off, I was like, I'm going to be indifferent to this one. But as I was really tapping into it, I was listening. Not only to his vocals were good, but the bass on this was fire. I'm not sure if you guys were hearing it through just the phone, like your phone speakers, but the bass on this was good. All right, last song. I think you guys said that Street Spirit was our single. The last song goes so hard. Get ready. All right, bet. Last song on this album. 4 minutes, 14 seconds. This one is Street Spirit. Before we tap into that last one, I'm going to stand up. And before we tap out of this was a good album. Was it my favorite Radiohead album? No. But I kind of expected it not to be. I knew this wasn't going to be my favorite Radiohead album. Was it a bad album? No. It just wasn't my favorite. There's a couple of songs on this that I wouldn't mind listening to again. OK Computer was the peak in their rock discography. This just seems like it was a standard Radiohead album in their discography. Am I wrong or am I right? But with that said, let's tap into the final song on this, which is Street Spirit, Fade Out, track 12. Let's tap in.
Rose of
I like that one. That was actually one of my favorites on the album. I like the guitar chords or the strumming. Like that was nice. When the violin came in, when he was singing Fade Out, that was nice. Pleasant surprise. I mean, Radiohead typically tends to end their albums with good songs, so this wasn't a surprise. But on this album, that type of song was a surprise because I just assumed they were gonna end this album with like a loud rock song, but that definitely wasn't the case. That's it though. That's it. How many of these tracks crack in the Inner Rainbows rankings? Let's be honest. How many of these tracks? I don't think any. Oh, let me look at the Inner Rainbows track list. In Rainbows had 15 step, Body Snatchers, Nude, Weird Fishes. Oh my god. Weird Fishes was on In Rainbows. All I Need, 4 Star, Reckoner. Just being real, you guys know that In Rainbows is my favorite album by them. And I'm looking at the In Rainbows track list right now. Yeah, I'm sorry. In Rainbows is a better album. In Rainbows is objectively for me a better album. But this wasn't a bad album. This was just before, In Rainbows was damn near 12 years after The Bends. So musically they evolved. They had a better ear for music. They had time to practice their craft, and they had something to say in their maturity. So I feel like it was just naturally going to be a better album because they were better musicians. Tom York was a better singer. Everybody in Radiohead evolved, So of course it was going to be a better album. But The Bends wasn't bad. I would say out of all the In Rainbows album, not In Rainbows, you see In Rainbows is just still stuck in my head, but out of all the Radiohead albums I've listened to, because I've listened to In Rainbows, OK Computer, Kitty, and now The Bends, my ranking would be In Rainbows, OK Computer, Kitty, and then The Bends. That doesn't mean this is a bad album. It just means that those albums are great, and this album is good. But for you guys on YouTube who are watching this, let me know what album I should listen to next by Radiohead. I'm not sure if there's any album that really could even top the greatness of In Rainbows. So I feel like I'll kind of leave it on this for a while. I definitely do want to listen to Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon. That's coming up soon. But yeah, this was a enjoyable experience, I would say.